I'm laying in bed and I've just been thinking about my day. This morning I woke up and immediately, picked up my phone because that's where my alarm clock lives. So I turned that off and naturally, you know, started browsing things like Twitter, YouTube, and then I noticed this one video on YouTube from one of my favorite channels ever, called Struthless, who posts these amazingly well thought out videos relating to like the psychology of art and just following your dreams in general. And it really made me think about self sabotage. And I've been doing that my whole life without realizing it, believing that the things that I do, the things that I want, aren't something that I can have. Like I'm not worthy of it. And it really hit me, and I really pondered on it. And I started to take some steps to undo that sort of thinking and, you know, that cycle of doing something good and then suddenly I hit this threshold that where I can't go past it because then the cycle, in my mind says, no, we shouldn't be here. This is too much. It's not for you. Other people maybe, but it's not for you. And then I fall into other habits that eat up my time or my energy or my motivation. And so today started out really awesome. I got some school assignments done that I wasn't really dreading them, but they're just like, a bit of a time commitment, a couple hours. And I got those done immediately in the morning. Now I don't have to think about them at all during the week, and that was awesome. And then I started to write down a list of things like, all right, I feel the energy and motivation now. Like, I understand how like the self sabotage thing was happening, and I can, just keep going at this pace, and it's gonna be great. And it was for a while. Like, I got some work done on a bunch of personal projects that I've been putting off. I um, went out and did some errands that, I wasn't that necessarily looking forward to that much. And but the most important thing was that I was feeling self aware through the whole thing and I was having a good time doing it. And then when I got back from running said errand, I went to uh, Blick, which is an art store, just to get a roll of paper. And I had, you know, I went there for a roll of paper, but walked out with like seven other, fun art utensils. So, such is the life of Brendan Bilkey. Anyway, what was I saying? When I got back, I didn't like I was still kind of like enjoying where I was at, but then I decided like all right, let's just chill out, take a break, and do something like, and watch a video, doodle, not bad stuff. But it was like 5 o'clock p.m. when I finished like the first like hour long video that I didn't even intend to watch. It just sort of showed up and I almost clicked it subconsciously, and an hour later it was another hour of not doing much. And sometimes it feels like there's an entanglement in my brain of like, you know, what's an issue of self sabotage? What's an issue of feeling the need to be productive, otherwise, my self worth is on the line? What's an issue of, you know, needing to relax and not um, overwork myself? It gets confusing sometimes. And this one project that I've been putting off for months now, maybe not months, like at least a month and a half, I finally started working on it today. And I started it at about 6 p.m. and told myself out loud, this is not going to take me 6 hours. Because for some reason, I automatically looked at the time and equated it to like, all right, how long before, uh, you know, the time I usually go to bed. And then I procrastinated and got like a third of the rough edit done in 6 hours. And now I'm just kind of laying in bed thinking about how weird it was that I automatically thought, I've got 6 hours. This can probably get done in 6 hours. And how that immediately connected to, if I have 6 hours, I can do this instead. I don't know if I have like any deep revelations about, psychology or what I was thinking there, but I'm just noticing a pattern and I want to document it. Mostly to keep myself accountable, but also as a sign of hope for myself. Because it wasn't just another day where I decided to do the not right thing. Not the bad. It's not a bad thing to watch videos for a while, but it wasn't the right thing for me at that time. And I wasn't enjoying myself while I was doing it. It wasn't valuable in that way. It wasn't valuable in a productive way. It wasn't valuable in bringing me joy or laughter or anything. Anyway, what was I saying? It gives me hope because today wasn't just another day where I decided to watch videos and then be depressed that I watched videos and regret what I did and didn't do, and then go to sleep, wake up, and do it all again tomorrow. because right now I'm laying in bed and actually being self aware of the harm that the self sabotage sort of mindset is doing to me. And now that I know what's going on, I can stop it. So, I keep myself accountable now. And whoever's watching this can keep me accountable too, I suppose. Let's be honest, you're listening to this if you're here because you can't see anything. But I'm also happy that today feels like a major milestone in a small way. Just a switch flipped in my mind, you know? And I just want to say that I'm worthy and you're worthy.